This is Moonshine and Music with Joe Shelton. Wait a minute, that's me. Anyway, we're going to bring you some inspiring songwriters, musicians, and maybe some side challenges and other stuff around the music industry. So stick with us right now, because the show is coming your way. Woo! Moonshine and Music starts right now. Welcome to Moonshine and Music. We've got the Dead Squirrels on here. Not like actual Dead Squirrels, but like the rock band, the Dead Squirrels. So how are you guys today?
We're great. How are you?
Introduce yourselves and your instruments so that the teeming masses will know every one of you.
I'm Jamie. I play drums.
I'm Jim Streisel, and I play rhythm guitar and lead vocals.
And I'm Donnie Coyle. I play lead guitar, harmonica, vocals. Yeah, that's about it.
Used to play violin back in the day.
Yeah. Still could if you guys want me to.
He's also the sound guy?
I'm also the sound guy, yeah. And the band manager. So, yeah. Basically, the Dead Squirrels is me.
Right.
It is.
I see. Well, no
true.
egos going on in this band.
Not true. It's a team effort.
Yeah, it is a team effort.
But Donnie tells us what effort we need to put in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like to remind them all the time.
Well, that's good. It's good to be kept in your place. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Yes. Behind the drum set playing.
Yes.
So do you guys all hail from Indianapolis originally, or are you from outliers? Where are you guys from?
This guy's from Ohio. You're from Tennessee. Mm-hmm. I'm from Indiana.
Yeah, but we all kind of met up on the north side of Indy together. So
yeah, how'd you guys come together?
It was actually Donnie and I that started this years and years and years ago. Our wives are good friends, and met Donnie through his wife, and was at his house one day, and
we lived in the same neighborhood.
We lived in the same neighborhood, and I saw that he had a guitar on the wall, and I hadn't played my guitar since high school. So I said, "Hey, Donnie, do you mind if I play your guitar?" And I pulled the guitar off the shelf, played a couple songs that I remembered, and Donnie said, "That was really great. You know, there have been some wonderful songs that have been written since 1985." So I looked at it as a challenge, and then the two of us got together and started doing some songs together.
Open mics, then later down the road, Jamie got involved with us.
Because of an open mic, Colo Bell.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Sure.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to Colo.
Which Colo?
We were at
Claude Nanny's.
Claude Nanny's? Yeah, I mean, Colo's kind of a open mic legend.
He is.
You know? Oh, absolutely. And then Jamie played with us for a couple of years, and then you did a little side project, and then found your way back to us a couple years ago.
Back. I kind of, guys, please let me back in.
Yeah,
what was the side project?
I was a band that I started called Moxie.
Oh, Moxie. That is a side project.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, we can get into the depths of that story if you want. But did you guys play in bands like ever growing up, or was this an adulthood kind of thing?
It was for me. It was totally an adulthood thing. I used to do choir, show choir, musicals when I was in high school, and I learned to play guitar to meet girls. And then I met my wife, and we've been married going on 23 years. So, no, I never did any bands or anything like that. So it must have worked the one time, and then it was done.
It's like, this works.
And same for me. I was just strumming and humming for many, many years. And then when we did decide that we were going to make a go of this, I'm like, well, we don't really need two people strumming guitars. We need a lead guitarist. So good old YouTube.
Yeah, Donnie learned lead guitar through YouTube, which I think is an amazing story.
The first probably year wasn't spectacular.
We made it. But you, Jamie, have been in a lot of different bands.
I have. Since the age of 14, I've been in more bands than I can count.
What was the first one called?
We were called Bleak.
Was the outlook bleak for?
No, it was just a bunch of friends like getting together, and of course this was like mid '90s, so we were playing everything from that era. So it was like Smashing Pumpkins and Offspring and anything that kind of came across our way.
And Garth Brooks?
No, not so much Garth. I'm into that now, but not.
He was the biggest artist of the mid-90s.
Did you spell bleak in a cool rock and roll band way, like BLE with a line over the top K?
No, it was it was this weird little symbol, but it was really cool. And it's one of those few things I wish I had was the original drum head, because one of our friends' moms painted it. Oh, nice. And it's one of those, like, I don't know what happened to it.
I don't think you have room on your wall for another drum head. I'm just saying.
True. There's always room for more drum heads.
Are you kidding?
Fair enough. There's always room on my wall for another guitar. So.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unless your wife thinks there isn't room for another one.
I mean, that's something
In that
I
case-
negotiate with my wife. So
How's the negotiation usually work?
it usually works
I
out
could
in my
use some help
favor
with this.
eventually.
I think it usually is a guitar shows up, she doesn't know about it until months later.
No,
And then he goes, "Oh, that was always here."
No, I learned my lesson. I only did that one time, and it was there was a bit of a miscommunication because I thought I heard her say you could go get a new guitar, so I went and got a new guitar.
Say go with
And
it.
then when I showed up with it, that was not a good day for me, but it all worked out in the end.
I thought I heard her say. That's the best part. That's how all great stories start with that.
You know how it is. I mean, maybe you don't know how it is, but when you've been married for a while and you tend to think you hear things and then you don't hear other things that they swear they told you. So, and that goes both ways. But
Or if you don't think that they said that, you pretend they said it anyway.
I know that's never.
And then you
I
just
don't.
convince
I mean,
yourself
maybe that's
that's
how.
what they
Maybe
said.
that's how you manage your marriage.
Sure, 23 years. It's been great. It's been great.
So you guys are both married, and you.
I'm definitely married.
How long are you at the 23-year thing going like
Nope.
these guys?
We are
No,
at a
not
year and a half. We're close to 2 years.
Okay.
Very, very
So
lucky.
You got to listen. He's got lessons, life lessons to teach.
It's a lot of yes dear.
Yes.
Yes dear.
I'm working on that.
And then if you do it really well, occasionally she'll buy you a guitar.
Wait, that happens?
That happened a couple times for me, which it's been great.
Everybody buys Jim guitars. He never has to buy his own.
Well, he is the face. He's pretty.
Right. That's why we're at to hide that.
So what you started playing in Claude Nanny's. About what year was that?
Gosh, it was going on 8.
12.
We're in our 9th year
Yeah,
of
it's
playing together.
2012.
So it's been a while, and it was mostly open mics. Matter of fact, the first time we ever played, I was unsure of what an open mic even was about. So I told Donnie we had to go one week just as reconnaissance. We sat at the bar, didn't even play. I just wanted to hear.
Yeah,
I
I drug Jim into this whole thing, kind of kicking and screaming a bit. So
I see.
And then we were like, well, we can do this. And so ever since then we started.
Well, an open mic where you watch will give you confidence, because especially like with a busy one, because there's a wide variety of talent levels.
And Colo's was
Those.
definitely one of those busy ones. It was definitely a place to be for kind of aspiring musicians.
But he's also so welcoming. It made it very easy to make that happen. And Colo would also go around and be like, "I don't know you. Who are you?" And he had a really good way of drawing people in on those.
It's one of the great things about this music community. I know it's not very big, but it's very supportive. There's so many people in this community that just really are encouraging of all the other bands and all the other acts. There's a place for everybody in this town. So, and we were definitely the recipients of that, and we love to hear other groups too. So.
yeah, I feel like we haven't had any. We've been going on 8 years. We stay busy. We don't have any trouble finding venues to play. I feel like as far as the music community and this area's willingness to open up to live music is better than people probably think it is. So
I would agree. I think that you guys make a couple of good points. I don't want to leave Colo off the table a little bit, because the first open stage in Indy that I played was a Colo Bell creation, and so it was gosh, I can't even remember which room it was. I think it was in Broad Ripple, but it was really cool. He was really cool and kind of introduced me to a whole bunch of people, and and then those people introduced me to more people, and the circle
that's how it
widened,
works.
and
Was that the short-lived at the Alley Cat front room?
No, I don't think so. It was a little pizza place that's across from Broad Ripple Tavern.
There was it Zaz or something like that?
Chicago, or I don't know, South Chicago. I don't know. I forget.
There have been a lot of venues that have supported local music,
gone.
and then have just sort of they've been a flash in the pan, and then
It
they've
was that
sort
kind of
gone.
place.
Yeah.
It was right. Like the Vogue parking, Broad Ripple Tavern.
we played sometime,
It
didn't
was
we?
over there next to
Yeah,
that.
that was fun.
And I think he only had it there for like 4 or 5 times, and then they just decided not to do it anymore. But he was, I met him, and then I met Nick Wingler was at it.
Yep.
Good old
And,
Nicky.
Yeah, we know Nick well.
Yeah, you got good Nick Winkler stories, because that's a great
No,
thing. We can go into this.
Nick runs sound for us sometimes. So
He's done it several
when
times.
we have bigger venues. So.
He's one of the more ambitious guys. I've loved seeing him evolve from when he first started to what he's doing now, and I can't wait to see what he does beyond. But Nick's got a great way of just engaging with people, and he's super supportive. So
Yeah, and he's
we
made
have more
great business
guys.
for himself.
Yeah, and I've
He's
done
done
some logos
awesome.
for him and things like that. So it's been a good
Yeah.
partnership.
Yeah, I need to suck him onto the show. I haven't done that yet, but we need to do that.
He loves talking gear. I'll
interesting
tell you
choice
that.
of words.
He loves talking gear.
He's totally a gearhead.
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
Beyond it. We, he does the open stage at the Alley's Ale House, and there was, there have been many times when I've gone up there and just to hang out. With Nick.
Yeah.
Of course.
He, one time I went up there, he actually said, there's no one here, you should come out, because it was a dead night or whatever, and I came and he says, all right, so jump up there, and he grabbed another guitar, because, he plays.
Right.
And he starts playing all kinds of funky covers I didn't know the words to, and like I started kind of making up songs to these words to these old AC/DC songs that I kind of like half knew.
Sure.
Because he's got the whole catalog memorized or
Right.
something.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, but he's a fun guy. So when you guys started playing, what was your when did you start like writing music and everything? Was that kind of immediately, or were you?
No, it was not immediately. Donnie and I played a lot of covers together.
Yeah, we did a lot of
And
covers.
then I wrote a
Still do a lot of
song
covers.
called Heartbreak Joe. It was the very first song I'd ever written.
I like that name. It's got Joe in it.
Yeah,
That's
well,
good.
of course. It was sort of one of those kind of moments where I'm like, I've had a pretty good life. I don't have like these sad stories. I don't have a lot to write about. And then I just sort of got over it. And I thought, well, I'll just write. It was a bluesy piece. And we kind of premiered it at Claude and Annie's, I think.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the floodgates opened. And we realized that, hey, people kind of like that. And Donnie and I both started writing some more songs. And here we are 5 albums later, working on a 6th. And really just enjoy the process.
Do you feel like you've had a lot of success getting your albums out there and getting people involved?
All kinds. In fact, I think who are we with? DistroKid. Yeah. They're getting ready to cut us a check for $50.
$50. That's insane. Jamie Jackson, $50.
So annually, like $50. Yeah.
That's an extra zero, guys.
Right.
Extra zero.
Man, that is a good feeling, isn't it?
It's funny to think about the way that you distribute music, though, because we did a lot of CDs, and now it's 2020.
We don't
I don't
mess
think
with
CDs are going to be a
anymore.
thing anymore. As a matter of fact, I saw.
If we were going to do anything media-wise, I'd do vinyl.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, oddly, vinyl is really, really expensive to print up.
Yeah.
So
The good news is we don't have a lot of things that we sell, so we don't have to make a lot.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I've explored that path. I find the CDs actually do decently well. If people like you, they just want something for you to sign and take home.
It has our contact information on the back too. So if we
That
see,
has happened to us before.
if we see fans that are enjoying what we're playing,
I think that, but I think that's super weird.
but if fans like what we're playing, instead of a business card, we'll hand them a CD. It's got our email on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, like I said, it's kind of an item. It's something to have anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know that people play them. I think they'd like buy them and then go turn on Spotify and play the songs.
Very true.
Yeah.
I do that.
Unless they're older folks. The older folks actually probably play them.
I still have a plethora of CDs that I've all signed myself, and when we hit it big,
Nice.
I'm putting them on eBay.
Nice.
So,
That's a good idea.
yeah.
When are
I'm
we
not
getting-
sharing any of the
when are we
profits with
when
these
are we
guys.
hitting it big?
No.
How old will you be?
Yeah, well, that's just one physical one that you signed and made special. so you can keep
Hopefully young enough that I still understand how to work eBay.
Nice.
it. Or whatever it is next.
Or whatever
Right.
the modern day equivalent of eBay.
Reverb, or I saw Music Tribe is putting out a reverb. They've actually already done it. They've got a reverb, their own reverb, but it's free.
Really?
So
Yeah, it's kind of amazing how long eBay has actually lasted because a lot of the online things kind of just tend to tumble out, right?
yeah,
They
it's
disappear.
what's interesting though is when Reverb came up, they had to restructure their fee structure for musical instruments and things to be able to compete with Reverb, because they're like 10%. Like eBay's at 10% on everything else, but Reverb took off and everyone was like, I still won't do anything on Reverb on
eBay?
eBay, no.
Yeah.
if I'm going to sell an instrument or a pedal or something, I use reverb. That's my audience. That's the core audience. They know what I'm selling, so they know what it does. They know what they're looking for, and it's easy.
That's interesting. So where was your first show when you guys started playing as a group? Like an actual show?
First paid show or
yeah. First paid show?
I was just telling Jamie Jackson this story. We played a whatever that place was on Michigan Avenue, and we played with 2 other bands. It was Spanking Shakespeare
that's
and
right,
another
yeah.
band, and us.
Yeah, Ben Cannon set that up for us.
And we played, and we didn't really expect any money. Like, we didn't know what we were getting ourselves into.
But we
and
ended up making like $35.
$35, and we were so excited.
We were
Like,
walking out the parking lot like, we can
they
actually
paid us
make
for
money.
this.
That's
This
like
is great.
3/4 of what you got from DistroKid.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah.
Right.
So that was probably the
No,
first paid
trust
gig.
me. We make a lot more money playing live shows. But you know what? That's true. That's true whether you're talking about us or you're talking about Pearl Jam.
Right.
You know,
No,
they're-
definitely.
that's how the music industry works now. And I'm actually okay with that because I think musicians should be making money from actually performing their music. So
Yeah. So when did you join them?
The first time I joined them was 2014.
Yeah, sounds about
I played a couple of just pickup shows with them, and then they asked me to come on, and then we had a good 2-year run before I had to leave for a little bit, and I joined another band. And then when I came back, it was 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
And we do 25 plus shows a year, and we just have fun with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't ever have any expectations. We just kind of show up, smile, set up, play our show, have fun, and
Yeah, in
we're done.
fact, we've gotten all 2 of our rehearsals, our annual rehearsals, out of the way already.
Yeah, we're done for 2020.
Yep, we're done.
Done, and we did it like in
No,
in a
every
week.
year we come up with a few more. We get bored with our set list, so we come up with a few covers and maybe add an original that someone's written. Rehearse it a couple times and then try them out at at a show, and then we're done rehearsing because we play enough that it's not really necessary at this point.
And we know each other well enough too that we kind of anticipate how we're going to play and
Yeah.
where stops are, and we've got a lot of visual cues that we can use in songs that make it pretty easy to just take a song that we
Well, I
haven't
still
played
haven't
much.
figured out how to tell Jamie to slow the beat down.
No, that's true, but
Because I drive this train.
But I think you hit on something really important, and that is when we go out to play, we have a good time. Music is fun. This is not a job for us. This is an avocation. This is definitely something
Yeah.
that we do for fun, and it should be something that's fun.
And
So
an
when-
excuse to buy guitars.
Right. So when we go out and we play, we have a good time, and we feel like when we're having
And
a
our
good
drums.
time, people that are listening to us also have a good time. And that's what music is all about. If we are not having a good time, then nobody else is going to enjoy that. And so, do we play a lot of stuff that people anticipate us to play? Sometimes, but a lot of times we just play stuff that makes us happy. But when we play it and we're happy about it, I think it translates to a crowd.
That's cool. What's the biggest thing you've played? What do you think's the biggest show?
I'm
Grand
looking at you.
Junction?
I don't know.
Maybe Grand Oh,
Grand
that 4th of
Junction?
July
4th of
show.
Yeah, the
July
4th of
gig.
July show last year was
We
pretty
played a 4th of
pretty
July
cool.
gig outdoors at Grand Junction Brewing up in Westfield, and it was...
We've kind of evolved to the point of where we're starting to pick up a lot more, well, not a lot more, but certainly more private gigs. So that's been fun. Yeah.
It's always kind of hit or miss, and for us, if there's one person who's really listening to what we're doing, we're going to play for that one. We're going to play our hearts out for that one person. If there
You
are
can always
100
tell when
people-
you look out there.
Yeah, you'll see people nodding their heads, and look, if there's just one person doing that, we're gonna jam out for that one person.
Yeah, I mean, I, for myself, I feel that same kind of thing. It's really weird. Do you guys tour? Do you go outside of Indy much?
No, we pretty much stay exclusively on the north
Yeah,
side.
I thought
of
you,
Indy.
you guys kind of stay
Yeah,
here
yeah.
because I've seen.
Yeah, we don't
where
like
you-
to
It's easy
travel.
that way.
We've tried, and it's been very lukewarm. And frankly, by the time we're done packing up, or at 2 or 3, it's like, all right, cool. We have this much longer to drive home now.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be.
It's just
It's got to be a
worth it.
pretty sweet gig and pay pretty well
Yeah.
to get us
To
to
drag
get
you
outside
out
of our.
That's
our
not to say I haven't
comfort
entertained
zone.
the idea of getting like a tour bus and driving to somewhere like to the South by Southwest or to what's
Yeah, we've
the
talked about
Austin
that
City
before.
Limits or
Yeah.
something like that.
Like just
Not to
kinda
play
touring
at it,
along
but
the
to
way.
like watch it, but then like play our way down to it.
I think if we're gonna go, we may as well play it.
and dump a bunch of stickers, like
Yeah.
everything Dead Squirrels we can do. See if there's some sort of splash we can make. like.
But there, at least you're not going. You don't have to drive home. Like you're there.
Well, we need somebody to drive
Right.
a tour bus for us.
The driving home problem
Yeah.
is what you have an issue.
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
So, but
Yeah.
that
Well, I mean, the thing is that we want to play our show and then we want to get drunk afterwards
Yeah.
and be safe about it. So
Well, what I was going to say is the weirdest sensation for me is that, when you play like something around here, you've probably at least had a friend or somebody that's played there before, and they kind of tell you what to expect, how the crowd
happens
usually
a lot,
is there,
yeah.
right? But when you start to like go outside of this, like you like drop into like someplace
Yeah,
in
and you
Illinois
have
or
no
something,
idea.
Nobody that's there. You just got booked there somehow, and you show up, and it's an absolute crapshoot. It feels like you just threw some dice on the table.
But we're also really good at playing venues where you've never played and nobody's there. Like whatever.
no, I mean,
That's what I mean. It's,
I've
that's the
had
way-
that
yeah.
experience. I play. I used to do so more because Chris has now moved to Mishawaka, but I used to play quite a bit with Chris Birch. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, I know Chris.
And we.
I met him at Colo's open mic.
Yeah, last year or so, and then maybe it was a little bit. No, it was last year. I went down to Pigeon Forge, did a Hard Rock Cafe a couple of nights with him, and we hit a place in Lexington on the way back. So, yeah, you're right. When you're in that scene,
You're in
it's
that,
like,
like, you- I mean,
well,
it's-
how's this gonna go? 'Cause
really don't
one day
know
you're
anything.
playing Hard Rock, the next day you're playing this little hole in the wall
Yeah.
bar.
For two
so.
people. We've been doing this
Maybe
long
two.
enough that we've probably hit just about every
Yes.
Crowd
situation.
size.
So,
We've seen some interesting things.
well, and two.
Give me an interesting story. Jump on.
We were playing Gigi's over on 71st
That was
Street.
what I was thinking of.
And I don't think you were with us at the time.
No, but that was
On
what I
that
was thinking
one,
about.
Yeah.
But so they got to kind of set up. It's just on the floor. They don't have a stage. They got to kind of set up in the eating area there. And Jim and I were just doing our thing,
Jamming out.
And I look over and there's this couple like about ready to just do.
They were
it.
in a booth. They were in a booth.
And I swear to God, it was if somebody hadn't like kind of intervened,
Yeah.
she was going to have all of her clothes off in about 30 more seconds.
Oh no, I was at that gig.
You
when
were
guys-
you were watching because Lee was playing with us.
Because we
at
were
the
like,
time.
oh.
And by the
what
time we
heck
got
is
done
going
with the end of this song, they had to carry her out because she was.
We
so
were playing the song, but we as a band literally just turned ourselves to play while we're watching.
I'm pretty sure.
I've just got to see what's going to happen.
I'm pretty sure you were singing that one, and I'm glad because
Yeah.
I don't think I would have remembered the
turned.
lyrics.
My mic was. I'm watching them go. We were just playing.
Did you like readjust the mic
Yeah.
so you could
A little bit.
like
yeah.
look at?
That was a good
You know,
one.
we're not proud. We'll watch a shit show.
And you always get the typical people that come up and are like, "Hey, I can play guitar too," and you
Oh,
know,
God.
Oh, that's the best, isn't it?
Cool. Yeah. Please touch all my stuff.
yes, please touch every piece of equipment that I have spent thousands of dollars on. That'd be great if you could do that.
I learned if somebody starts walking toward the stage and you have a guitar hanging on something, just grab that
Yeah.
before they get up there because for whatever reason they feel like they can just pick it up. And
And I won't disclose the venue, but I did have a guy come up to me when we were setting up one night and asked me if I wanted to buy some Coke. So,
oh, that's nice.
yeah.
Was that the
Well,
same
it was
one where
nice
the
of him.
lady
He was
told you
offering.
that
He
she
was being
pooped?
friendly.
No, that was a good one too. We played.
This is one.
We
of our
played another
regular
stage
venues.
that shall not be named. It shall be
That was
nameless.
so
but
good.
They
Yes.
put risers on it, but it was a low ceilinged venue. And
So
they
like
put
our
risers on it.
PAs would barely clear the
And
ceiling.
so we're this far, like a foot from the ceiling, and the crowd. One guy that was the owner of the place, and he was passed out at the bar. And
The owner of the bar was passed out at the bar because when we took our first break, I went to the bar to get a beer, and he's sitting there, and I just kind of saw him out of my peripheral. I'm like, hey, how you liking the show so far? And he's just like, he's out.
He's gone.
I'm like, all right.
Apparently,
We didn't play that.
But we've
place
been doing it
ever
long
again.
enough too that like friends and family occasionally will show up to things, but a lot of times it's just we never know what we're going to get. Like we're past that point where it's like we're putting
We-
on giant events
you know
and
what,
all of
though?
our friends are showing
What's-
up. to
what's
it. But
interesting-
they'll do it occasionally, but not always.
What's interesting though is that we've gotten to the point to where we have pretty set amount of venues that we play, and they're all pretty regular, and we're starting to see like the same people come out to the same venues or venues near there that we're playing over and over again. So they're coming out to see us, and that's a good feeling.
So we put new songs in the mix just to make those folks happy.
No,
So
that-
for
Yeah,
our
we
two
put new
rehearsal
songs
days,
in the mix
and also to make you happy.
because we get bored.
Let's be serious. It's to make you happy.
Because I mean, you know, some of these songs we've been playing for 8 years.
Yeah, we've been playing a
You
while.
play the same, especially I get tired of cover songs way faster than like the ones that I wrote.
Oh yes.
Do you find that's true? as
It
well?
depends on the cover song. I mean, there's some that I still love. All
we
the
played
Pearl
them
Jam
hundreds of
stuff, I
times.
love playing the Pearl Jam stuff.
I think part of that is because
Jimi
people
Hendrix,
seem to really like
still
it.
love the Hendrix
Right.
stuff.
If I'm playing a cover and it's one we've played a million times, but people really love it, like I love playing it because I
Yeah.
like making people happy when
So
they're.
you play Wagon Wheel like at every show?
No.
We've never done Wagon Wheel.
There
and
is
we
a
never
list of
will.
songs that,
Actually, I was going to say
it's like,
we need
no,
to
I'm
add
not.
Wagon Wheel.
No,
and also what are the other ones? Brown Eyed Girl.
we're not
and,
doing Brown Eyed Girl ever. No,
Or Mustang Sally.
Mustang Sally,
Not going to happen.
Stairway to Heaven?
and,
We don't
Probably
talk
not.
about
and
that.
also Freebird.
we get a lot of requests for Freebird. Though.
Although we should probably learn it, just so people are going to pay us $1,000, we will play Freebird.
I always find that's a definite an upsell, right?
Right.
If they come up and they hand you a $100 bill, I mean the requests become much easier to play.
Sure.
I
There's
mean,
there's not a lot of.
yeah, I mean, you know,
he's
we're
like,
not that
you know,
proud.
I was locked into not playing Wagon Wheel, but he handed me 100. So now,
Yeah.
Love this song.
I'll go look up
5
the
minutes
chords real
of
quick.
which
We'll do it.
version do you want? Because that's great. So it's at this point in the show that we bring in our Moonshine life coach, Brent Lee Smith, and Brent doubles as a stand-up comedian, and he today is going to come in and give us some life coaching advice.
Okay.
I figured it would be good for you guys. Interesting. Judging from, some of the conversation we've been having earlier. So, yeah.
All right,
Welcome, Brent.
Thank you. Been listening to the interview. I think I got a couple suggestions that might help you guys.
Okay.
First of all, your name, the Dead Squirrels. That's kind of a downer because squirrels are cute, but
I
less so when
agree.
they're
Squirrels are cute.
but less so when they're dead. But if you want to stick with the rodent theme, maybe about happy rabbits.
Happy Rabbits.
Yeah.
How about the bleak Happy Rabbits?
I mean,
They tie
there you
in
go.
your original roots. Like
I hear what you're saying, but we've been going on 8 years with this, and the name intrigues people.
I even learned the
I
Dead
think the name
Squirrels in
gets a
sign
son.
language. By the way, it's the Dead Squirrels. Somebody was deaf.
Who taught you that bullshit?
No, there was a deaf guy who was married to a woman that saw one of our gigs, and we met him. He didn't appreciate what we sang, but he so we're the Dead
Because he couldn't
Squirrels.
hear, he didn't appreciate what you're.
So I'd have to learn
That's
new
right.
sign language.
But he liked your dance moves, I'm sure.
He did.
Your dance moves.
And also, your band, you got 2 guitarists and a drummer.
Oh my God! Don't say
Here we
it.
go.
I was
Here we
saying, you thought about adding maybe like a French horn,
A French horn.
Okay,
That's
fair
better.
enough.
Yes, that's
That's
better.
a good idea.
that, or maybe a recorder.
These are all good suggestions. Donnie sometimes
My
plays
kids
the harp.
own recorders.
There you go. So you don't even have any extra expense.
So Donnie sometimes plays the harp, which is actually a harmonica. But when he first told me he was going to play the harp, I kind of envisioned like the
stringed
giant
harp?
$15,000.
I still haven't
Angels.
ruled it out. It doesn't seem that difficult of an instrument to me, just because it has like 100 strings.
Name a rock band with a harp.
There's none yet.
None.
Yet.
Yet.
But
Happy
Happy
Rabbits.
Rabbits could be it.
There you go.
That's you know what we'll do?
finishing each other's thoughts.
I'm going to take that suggestion to heart, but what we're going to do is, so the Foo Fighters have a cover band called Chevy Metal. So what we're going to do is our full cover band, our little side project, is going to be the Happy
Happy
Rabbits.
Rabbits. All right, done.
There you go.
Will there be a harp?
Helping already.
Actual harp.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Great.
Not like a harmonica.
I actually know a friend of a harp player.
Or we all rotate one for that one. So I'll play the drums.
Fair enough.
You play rhythm. Jamie sings and plays lead.
Yeah, like a Chinese fire drill kind of thing. Sweet.
Switch.
And so you guys all got. I'm not so coordinated today, but it's okay. I'm working on it.
There.
Yeah, well, you guys all got a little bit of ink on you. But maybe have that be kind of your thing. Y'all get whatever band name you decide to stick with, neck tattoos, and then when your fans get them too, then you know that you're already
Right.
rocking.
Why neck? Why not Post Malone it and put it right on your face?
That's just ridiculous.
Are you sure? Because he seems like a good, wholesome person. I mean, I think that really
I'm sure he is, but
sends the Happy Rabbit vibe out.
I've already got
Post Malone tattoo?
Oh, yeah, you
I already got the squirrels
Oh, yeah, you
on
do.
here.
That's
That's our original logo.
okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so you just shrink it down, put it on your neck.
Nice.
So when you changed your logo, you didn't get a new?
I still love the original logo.
I see.
Yeah.
These guys vetoed you.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, we had another logo that my
kinda-
son drew one.
He
when
likes
5.
graphic arts a lot, and so he likes to switch it up about once a year or so. So, but he's come up with some really cool stuff. So.
So small thing about your parents. You guys are all dressed appropriately for Dead Squirrels, I guess. I think you should unbutton a couple buttons, and you should button yours up one or two more.
Okay.
All right. You should budget all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Now, this is an old
Leave
shirt,
the top
and I
open,
haven't lost quite enough
and then
weight
open
yet.
all the rest of it. It won't fit. I'm going to put one sleeve down and button it, but not the other one.
There you go.
That's our new look.
Interesting.
Just sparking ideas for you.
These are great.
Yeah.
Keep them coming.
Yeah. You have any specific issues you need some help with?
Our lead guitarist.
You're a guitarist?
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but now that you brought it up.
Yeah, well, just put him on the French horn.
Okay.
Done.
I mean,
That's
I've
fantastic.
already taken a crack at violin and harmonica. so-
French horn it is.
Yeah, French horn is just
I
like
don't
those.
know.
Or any of your
Brass instruments seem difficult.
We'll kick off every show with a bugle solo.
All you do is just make fart noises.
Doesn't
into
your
it.
son play saxophone?
He does play
Can't we
saxophone.
just get him
We could.
and not pay him?
Work for you. 'cause
He's
you-
not 21 yet, though, so we have to wait.
You mean you don't want to split up the $35 take?
Right.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, no, that's why we're
it's
a
already,
three-piece, to be
it's
fair.
already slim pickings here.
You add a
so,
fourth person. Everyone always asks about a bass, but that's like a fourth person we got to pay.
You don't have to pay him.
I mean, unless
don't
we
wanna know you're
can
getting
find
paid.
like an incredible bass player that isn't moody and doesn't want to be paid.
Right. And just wants to carry all our stuff in and out.
But I can't even find an incredible bass player that isn't moody. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is a fair problem, I guess.
if I had to do it over again, I would have learned how to play the bass.
Yeah. Well, you would not be at a loss for work
No.
in this town.
You still can, there's still time.
yeah.
I mean,
And you can always be more
It's
movie.
just the strings are so big.
well, is that all you got?
I think so. You just run of those, and they keep inspiring other things. And once I finally get certified, if you need some more help, we can try that.
These are
All
great
right, sounds
suggestions.
good.
The Happy Rabbits. I'm going to keep that one in the back of my
Yeah,
mind.
it's not bad.
Awesome.
Brent Lee Smith, Moonshine Life Coach.
Thanks, Brett.
So what original song gems are we going to hear today?
We're going to hear two different songs. One is mine and one is Donnie's from a new as yet forthcoming
Yet to be
album.
released.
And they're, interestingly enough,
Top
both,
secret album name.
both breakup songs. And it's funny because I've been married to my wife for 23 years and
I've
Donnie's
been
been
married
with
for 10.
10 years. So, but they're both breakup songs. So if ever we need them, we will have them at the ready.
You got them at the ready.
Well, I mean, I've had some shitty girlfriends in the past, so
Yeah.
that helps.
Yeah, you drew way back into the past.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you
You
got
have
to.
to. Otherwise, everything's happy. And you're writing songs about how your kids are sucking all
rabbits.
your money, right?
Right.
Nobody wants to hear a song about how your kids are sucking all your money
Yeah,
because
but-
that's just depressing.
Actually,
Because everybody's going
that
through
might
that.
that might resonate with me.
Well, and I will say, typically we like to play songs that are pretty feel-good songs. I mean, that's when people come out to a venue
Yeah.
to listen to live music. Usually they want to feel pretty good. So we try to oblige them in that.
Okay.
So even breakup songs can be feel-good
I mean,
songs.
we've had some folks on with some really sad songs.
I
on
imagine.
our show. It's happened.
I don't know
And
that
they're
we've
good.
ever written
Good
a
sad
really,
songs.
really.
I did.
Yeah, I wrote a song. My dad passed away in fall of 2018. I wrote a song, so I guess that's kind of sad, but also hopeful. And then his mom passed away. a few
my mom
years
died
ago.
about 4 or 5 years ago, and I wrote a song.
And that was
called Mom.
still probably one of the best songs you've ever written. So.
Well, when you write from the heart, sometimes it does help.
Yeah, no, we've had a couple people on playing, and you just everybody in the room's kind of got tears when they get done. So that's happened.
We've had that too, but it's from a different way.
Yeah.
It's a happy tears.
Yeah. Sure. It's usually lead singer problems. Or I'm sorry, lead guitarist problems.
It's like, oh, they're still playing. Oh.
So these two songs will not bring tears to your eyes, but hopefully they'll make you rock out a little
Hopefully they'll make you angry and think about your ex-girlfriends that
Yeah.
treated you poorly.
bit. Good point.
Okay, so we didn't talk about your shirt, but you got the Fast Cadillac. You said it was
That's right.
your brother band.
No,
or
it's our
something.
sister band.
Sister band.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sister.
So what's the
Yeah,
story?
sister.
Emphasis on the sister.
It's our sister band. So Fast Cadillac, they play rock and roll covers. They play mostly on the north side, but they're our friends, and we go to their shows. They go to our shows, and we like to show that we support them more than they support us, and we have more fans on Facebook than they ever will.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was a shout out to the Fast Cadillac.
Yeah,
band.
Chris Baird, the lead singer for Fast Cadillac, is a good buddy of mine and ours. And,
Yeah, a bunch of great guys, great music, and we again
They
go back
put
to
on
the
a hell of a
idea. I
show.
mean, in all seriousness,
So
we
check
go
them
back
out.
to the idea of supporting live local music. That's really what it's all about.
All right, guys, you ready to play some tunes?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll be back right here on Moonshine and Music with the Dead Squirrels. Thanks for coming in today, guys.
Hey, thanks again, Joe.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, killer.
Sure, yep. We're the Dead Squirrels. The song's called Menace to Men. It's going to be on our 6th album. Well, I can see you walking my way. Your dark hair and your little black dress, you think you're here to stay. And I ain't got nothing to say. There hasn't been said before, so won't you fade away? And I don't need you in my life. Got no use for your dirty lies. And you're a menace to men, so won't you fade away? Used to play chess with my soul, then I crawled out of your hole. And you're a menace to men, so won't you fade away? I know you think you're better than me. I'm spinning wheels with your little black lies, and any fool can see that you ain't got a soul to sell. And you're a pretty little thing with a cold black heart, and everyone can tell. And I don't need you in my life. I got no use for your dirty lies. And you're a menace to men, so won't you fade away? You used to play chess with my soul, then I crawled out of your hole. And you're a menace to men, so won't you fade away? Don't get me wrong. Well, I ain't no saint. And you've had your fun now, girl. And I'm done playing your game, yeah. And I don't need you in my life. Got no use for your dirty lies. And you're a menace to men, so won't you fade away? Used to play chess with my soul, then I crawled out of your hole. And you're a menace to men, so won't you fade away? Don't rain on my parade. Don't you rain on my parade. Yeah. Hey.
This song's called Sooner or Later. It's a breakup song. Thank you.
Moonshine and Music is a presentation of Notlehs Entertainment, copyright 2020, all rights reserved. Our producer for today's show, Joe Shelton. Our cameraman grip and stunt double is Brent Lee Smith. On cameras and all sorts of other things, Bailey Shelton. The staff guru is Brent Schlemmer. Thank you for joining us on Moonshine and Music, and join us next Sunday for another great episode.